cups. There's a cup number 1. There's a cup number 2. There's a cup number 3.
This is one of each.
One
right?
of each. Okay.
Now, which one are they numbered?
Yeah, the numbers are on the bottom.
Okay, so which one do you want me to try first? Mace, which one do you want me to try first?
Try number 1. Try number 1 first. Number 1 first.
These are okay. The number of X's is the okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
all right,
we
so
have
one with 1X.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I will try the one with 1X.
1X.
Sedano, you got the one with 1X?
John is swirling it in his solo cup.
Yeah, hold on.
And he's looking at the color. Tasting. Aerating. John had a bad look on his face.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay.
Sedano has a blank look on his face. That's a very Kaplan kind of look. Just a blank look.
Okay.
Oh, and look, Laura brought in a charcuterie plate.
Yeah,
Oh, this is fantastic. Okay. So you both tasted wine number 1.
Okay.
Let's move on to wine number 2.
Hold on, I gotta get the little...
get a little cracker. Exactly. Little cheese. Clean the palate. Clear the palate a little bit. Okay. So wine number 1 has been established. We're moving on to wine number 2. Wine number 2.
They all look the exact same color.
That's exactly what it's supposed to be. I'm glad I lucked out and they're all the same color. Number 2.
Okay. Hold on.
John?
Let John go.
Okay, John's number 2. I'm watching John's expression.
Tastes exactly like number 1 to me. All right.
Okay. John, unclear. Sedano, cup number 2. Wine number 2.
Oh, I know exactly what this is.
Okay.
This is the $2 chuck.
All right. No, wait a minute. No.
You think it is?
Okay.
I think the $2 chuck is
You think so?
the one I just had.
Okay. We'll find out.
All right.
Okay. John, crackering up.
This tastes like too sweet to be anything else but $2 chuck.
Okay, so you're saying that you think that may be the $2 chuck.
Number 3.
Wine number 3. Here we go. Wine number 3. Oh, while they're drinking wine number 3,
clean my palate.
While they're cleansing their palates, let's hit the super stager.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Kap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Get that? There he is. Cappy, what's going on? Wish you were here, man.
Oh, you guys are killing me today.
It's a fun
you guys
day.
are so funny
I need
today.
to try
You're
wine
funny.
3, Cappy. Hold on.
Okay, this is
All
going
right,
to be
try wine
wine
3.
number 3 for John and for Sedano.
Sedano's already said he knows what the $2 chuck
He
is.
thinks he knows what the $2 chuck is.
Okay. Let's see what happens here.
Wait a second.
Wait a second. Oh,
Hold on.
I'm having very big problems.
interesting.
Is it the green cup you're using? Would you,
Yeah, it's a
you need
green
like more of a
solo
wine
cup.
glass?
Yeah, not a wine glass. George is now did you go back to number 2?
I'm sampling all 3 again. Now.
Are you? John's just. He's just
I want to taste it.
yeah, they're all just. Oh, now George
Mason,
is going back to number
I think
1.
your theory that most people can't tell the difference between any wine is going to come out with me.
Okay, one is definitely not $2 chuck.
Right.
1 is not $2 chuck, says George.
What do you think, John? Let's start like that.
I actually think the 1 is the $2 chuck.
Okay.
Okay. The 1 is the one
Well, tell us the answer.
The 1 is the one.
A yes or no answer?
No, well, wait, let's
give
let's
everything.
guess. Yeah, let's
guess all 3.
Find
Guess
the
all
expensive
3.
one. Find the expensive one.
All right. So
George says 1 is not $2
Can you
chuck.
tell me what kind of wines they are?
They're all Cabernets.
Oh, okay.
All Cabernets.
Good question. Would have been a good question earlier, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
wow.
John, what's the expensive one and what's the $2 chuck?
It's hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sedano, do
Also,
you have
John's at a bit of a disadvantage. His jaw is probably still sore from the number of blows that
I
he's
think
taken.
2 is $2 chuck.
You think 2 is $2 chuck?
Yeah.
What's the expensive one?
All right. I now
Either
think.
1 or 3, so hold on.
Hold on.
Okay.
Get some more of
3.
that.
John says 1 is the $2.
I do. Okay. I think, and this is, but I have no feel. If I get this right, it'd be okay.
Okay, rank them 1, 2, 3.
Number 3 is the expensive one.
Number 3 is expensive. Okay.
Number 2 is the $25 one.
Okay.
And number 1 is the $2 chuck.
$2 chuck.
That's what I think.
Got it. Sedano?
Sedano.
Sedano is really working.
Well,
at
there's
this.
a lot of pressure
I actually
on him,
just
Mace.
think he's a drinker. I mean,
No,
he's
there's
just
a lot of
there's
pressure
that.
on him.
he's
you know?
pounding red wine right now.
I do think
So
George.
I think 1 is the expensive one.
1 is
Oh,
expensive.
my.
Oh, well, I think the
Total
opposite. Okay.
Yeah, he
Total
says
opposite.
that's the $2 chuck.
And I think that 3 is the middle, is the $25 one.
All right.
Okay.
These are opposite picks, completely opposite
Yeah.
picks.
We're all. No, we didn't agree on any
We'd
of them.
probably be both wrong in a lot of ways. That's
right.
my guess, yeah.
The correct answer
This is exciting.
is that George has successfully sniffed out the $2 chuck,
Okay. Which was what?
1.
which was number 2.
Oh, 2.
All right.
$2 chuck.
So I
is the
put
number
that one
2.
in the middle.
You put that one in the middle.
Now, what's the expensive one?
George, what's the expensive one? George is right about $2
Find
chuck.
it again?
George is just eating crackers and cheese and
No, George-
drinking more wine. Everybody, Quinn's on the
George,
charcuterie board.
Didn't you say number 1 you thought was the expensive one?
Is that what I said?
I can't remember.
Is that what you're going with?
Hold on.
Okay, George.
I think so, because I think John Ireland said
John
1
had
was the $2.
opposite. Yeah.
John had the opposite.
Hold on. Let me taste one more.
Okay, now George is
more
really
taste.
now just imbibing.
Right.
He's really just
Which will make for a really good Sedano
catching
and Cap
a
show.
little buzz
Totally.
Yeah.
before
Why
the
not?
show. Exactly. I don't blame you for that.
What should I do? Should I do something before we get on the air?
Hold on.
Why not?
I'm giving you
Gummy
the $2 chuck.
Cap.
Okay, this. So you're saying this is right?
Which
Well,
one
you've
was the
already
mace?
said that.
Which
Right.
one was the $2 chuck?
$2 chuck is number 1.
2?
Okay. Wait a minute. $2 chuck is number 1?
Correct.
I got it right.
No, it was number 2.
No,
you
you
said.
said
I'm
2.
sorry. $2 chuck is number 2. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Totally sorry. So,
All right.
John, you Sedano sniffed out the $2 chuck.
All right, now I say, George, what do you think the nice one is? The best wine is?
Hold on.
It's either 3.
It's either 3 or 1. He's going to clear his palate
I
again.
think it's 3.
You thought number 1 was the $2 chuck,
I did.
and that's a $100 bottle of wine.
I'm going to say that.
You just gave it
number-
away. Number 1?
What's that?
So
now,
I-
what is it?
Number 1 is the expensive.
Number 1 is the expensive
Yeah,
one.
he gave
That
it
is
away.
correct.
No,
I did.
I think-
I think he got it. I think he
Okay.
got
At the
it.
beginning.
Yeah,
So-
so I was completely the opposite of what it should have been.
Right.
Yeah.
You-
I picked it right.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
picked it right.
Yeah,
you
from the
sniffed
beginning.
out the $2 chuck.
Yeah.
You had the most expensive one.
Right, and then the other one.
So you were
Okay.
a refined palate. John, you thought the $100
Why
bottle
are you
of
shaking
wine
your head,
was
Bergman?
$2
I picked
chuck.
it before he said
No,
anything.
because
no,
Mason
not on
screwed
you.
the whole thing up.
Mason was doing it.
Right, Mason screwed the whole thing up
How'd
in the
I
middle
screw
of
it
it.
up?
But I got it
gave
right.
it
You
away
did get it
early.
right. You got it right ahead of time. But
Yeah.
then you were going back and forth. You were
See, I
thinking
told
about
you
it.
I could figure it out.
No, so I think Sedano.
He got it right.
Number,
but you gave it
I
away.
nailed
number 1 is expensive because
$100 bottle of wine.
Of these 3
John,
wines,
number 2 tastes like syrup. It's like candy.
Well, I said that I picked that one in the middle.
That's
But-
number 2 is the $2 chuck, and number 3 is a $20
Number
bottle
one
of
is
wine.
the
and
one-
the other, and honestly, the other thing that gave it away, to be honest, the $2 chuck,
Yeah.
the bottle size.
Ah,
I told you not to leave the
interesting.
bottles in there.
So you know what a
Right,
bottle
you
of
should
$2 chuck
know.
looks like?
Yeah, you got to
No,
pour
but
it.
it's way smaller than the other ones. So that to me was like, that's got to be cheap wine.
So the cheese and crackers.
So
is
the one I
cleaner.
liked the best
But it
was
also
the $20
tasted like crap.
bottle
Yeah,
of wine.
John liked the $20 bottle of wine the best. He thought the $100 bottle of wine was
Yeah,
$2
I didn't like
chuck.
number 1.
John, George, you put them exactly in the right order.
yeah.
He said I didn't like the number 1. He didn't like the $100 bottle.
He doesn't like the $100
No,
bottle.
It's delicious.
Yeah, he does not like it.
Would you tell us what is what? Or are we going to keep the
Oh, yeah,
brands?
then what brands are they? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can tell you.
If you take the paper off of them, it'll tell you exactly what
look,
brand.
for all of you that didn't think that I could be a real wine
No,
snob, I am.
you're totally a snob.
Okay, number 1, the one I didn't like is cake bread, which is
Oh,
a good
cake
bottle
bread is
of wine.
delicious. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's a $100 bottle.
that was the
of wine.
$100 bottle
Okay.
cake
All right.
bread.
Number 2, which I thought was the middle of the road, is the $2 chuck.
Yes, this is the $2 chuck.
So I
This
was off
is
by about.
And what did you get?
I was
Like,
off by about $20.
What was number 3?
this is the
Decoy?
Charles Shaw,
and
and then the number
this
3
is the
bottle.
$25. This is the one I like the best.
Yeah, this is the one you like.
Which was
Decoy?
what? Decoy?
Coppola.
Coppola.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have some at home. I don't mind that.
So, Sedano, you actually do have a wine
I drink a lot of red
thing.
wine.
Cappy, could you do it?
I think I probably would be pretty disappointed if I couldn't.
Yeah, I would have no clue.
Yeah, I'm with
No,
Mason.
Yeah.
Just red water
Dude,
for me.
I identified the $2 chuck immediately. I'm
You
like, this
did.
tastes like crap.
Sedano immediately said, "This is the $2 chuck."
And
So
that
what was
was
the brand?
number 2.
Yeah, what was the brand for $2 chuck?
Charles Shaw. It's $2 chuck.
Okay, and then the next
So
one.
that's
the
why
20
they call it $2 chuck. It's Charles Shaw Chuck.
Yeah.
Got it. And then the next one was Coppola, you said.
Next one was Coppola. That's a $20 bottle, and then Cake Bread was
So
the
good.
$100 bottle.
Okay.
It's good. Yeah,
Beautiful
have some.
charcuterie board.
It's
yeah.
good.
Laura, tell them how you made it.
My apartment in Target.
Right.
That's my cutting board.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's beautiful.
The Coppola was a little more acidic. And that's why I was like, this might be, and it just didn't have like the this one, the expensive one, the cake bread, you could taste like more deep flavors.
Right, like cherry tones.
Yeah, it just
Like
tasted,
an oaky cherry.
The $2 chuck immediately I was like, ugh, this is gross.
Right.
Hey, so you just throwing around the terms, you know?
Yeah,
No.
oaky, like a subtle,
What
like
does
a
Bergman say? It's Bergman.
Peaty.
What's it? Peaty.
Peaty.
No,
That's Scotch.
there's no peaty wine.
It's got
Scotch.
it's
Do you know what peaty is? You know what peaty is in Scotch?
yeah, but peaty's like,
Smoky.
yeah, but there's none of the cabs are going to be smoky.
No. It's not in wine.
But you didn't get like a little hint of pear in that number one?
Mace, is that what you were expecting, a hint of pear?
I've no friggin' idea. I'm just making stuff up.
I know, and I like to analyze
All
it
I
when
know-
you talk it, you know?
Is that you doubted me,
I did. I doubted you, and I was
and
wrong.
I nailed it, and Ireland literally got it the complete opposite.
No, I missed. I had my favorite one was the $25 one.
Right, but didn't you get the complete
You thought
opposite
the
of me?
worst one was the $100
Right,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
You prefer the $2 chuck
The minute I
over
tasted number
cake bread.
one, the minute I tasted number one, I'm like, this is bad.
No, it's delicious. I'll take more of that.
Oh,
Can
yeah,
we grab
don't
more of the
finish.
cake
Yeah,
bread?
no, bring it.
Yeah, somebody
We're
feed
gonna
George
leave all
more.
that for your whole
Bring
show.
in the wine. The
Feed
wine
George
bar is
more
open.
wine.
Cappy, why didn't you come today?
Oh, fellas, you guys don't understand. I'm having like one of these weeks, guys, and Mason and Ireland, you'll appreciate this. You know
Yes.
what tomorrow is? You guys have any idea what tomorrow
Friday?
is? Yep, that's true.
Oh, here we go. It's a horse thing. You'll know.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, is your
Tomorrow's-
horse
Is it
running
opening
the-
at Del Mar?
It is opening day at Del Mar tomorrow.
With all the hot girls in their hats.
Right, and so I've got a party that I'm hosting tonight for my
Wow.
stable, which, by the way, is open to all of you gentlemen still. I don't know why you guys don't just pool together and buy one share. I mean, come on.
Mason and I had a horse, and we lost our ass.
Now, would if we chipped in, would we ever come out of pocket and have to pay to make up for the difference?
No, you pay one time, and that is the only amount of money you'll ever pay. And then by the end of the year, you'll get paid back whatever is left.
But last year you lost money,
Last year there was
so
a
you
loss.
didn't get pay anybody out.
No, we paid back, but we didn't pay them back their full amount of money. You put in 20, you got back like 9.
So does Rachel have a big hat for the affair?
That's a good question. I suppose I'll find out tonight what she plans
First
on
day of
rocking
Del Mar is
tomorrow.
actually really fun.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it is great. Now, do you have a horse running tomorrow?
Yeah, we do, as a matter of fact.
What's
We
the
do.
horse's name?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to give it to you right now because it's hard to say. It's hard to pronounce. No, it's hard to pronounce. Seriously. It's
want
in the
some
third
salami?
race.
It's good.
It's in
Third race.
third race tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. The horse is, but I'm going to spell this for you. Pyeong. Pyeong Chang. Chang.
What's the name of a city in North Korea? Isn't
In
it? Or
Korea,
South
yeah.
Korea?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Pyeongchang.
yeah, third race tomorrow. It'll go off at 3:00.
What are the odds?
I think we were 3-1, but
That's pretty significant
Yeah.
favorite, right?
but there was a scratch in the race from one of the other speed
I'm
horses.
glad he's getting
so-
all this horse racing talk out of the way now.
Yes, no,
Yeah,
I can,
yeah,
I
I
can
know.
talk to
That's
these
not
guys
happening
about
on
this.
our
These
show.
guys know.
But have you
These
ever been
guys
to the
know.
opening day of Del Mar?
I've been to Santa Anita before.
Yeah, Santa
No,
Anita.
but
But
not
Del
the
Mar
same.
is something different. Del Mar is like
Del Mar's
everybody
nice.
really dresses up.
Yeah.
The track is like you can watch races and the ocean is right there.
Cappy used to have his reality show there.
That's right.
Stable Wars
That's
You had a
correct.
reality show?
on
You guys-
horses.
You guys didn't know this?
No, where was
Oh,
this
yeah,
airing?
Stable
What
Wars.
channel was it on?
Thank you, George. Stable Wars, yeah. Let's see. Oh, Mace, this is so right up your alley.
What was
This
it
is-
like? Cox Cable? Where was your
It was-
reality show on?
It was on, let's see. Oh, gosh, what were the name of those? It was like one of the regional sports networks before Bally's and before.
Prime
Prime
ticket?
Ticket?
Yeah, like Prime Ticket in L.A.
Yep.
Yeah, and then there was another one, a couple of those kinds of networks.
That ended,
you know?
right?
Yeah, it was we only did 2 years of this reality show, but I'm telling you right now, Mason and Ireland, this is right up your alley.
Okay.
Okay? This is perfect for Sedano because I'm handing this to him on a silver platter for him to just completely tear to shreds. But for you two characters, you would have loved this. My racing stable against a racing stable called Little Red Feather up in
Oh,
LA.
wow.
And just
There's a throwdown between the stables.
Totally. It was all
Hence
because
stable wars.
Yeah.
Right, but Mace, you're gonna love this.
Okay, I'm waiting.
The Super Bowl in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
I'm on a gummy, but a gummy was a cookie back then.
Delicious.
I'm in Don Shula's restaurant, that steakhouse.
Yes.
And it comes to me. I love Storage Wars, the TV show.
Yeah, right.
But I want to do a horse reality show, Stable Wars. And that was the genesis of the show, 2 years.
And it took off. Do you make bank on that?
We sold it. We did sell it. So when I do show up in Korea, I get off the plane, it's like Michael Jackson just showed up. I mean, you have no idea. I mean, I'm a superstar.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sold it. It's now international.
Yeah.
You want some salami, Mace?
You know what? Good. I'm gonna hit the charcuterie on
good.
my way out the door.
Laura
Yeah, it
did a
looks
great
really
job.
good. Looks
Good
really
job,
good.
Laura.
And Amara, the intern.
Amara, the intern, also.
She
did?
helped me put it together.
Oh, thank you, Amara.
Our interns, by the way, have done great here.
What are these little other crackers you have? Like these with the little flavor?
Oh, the pita? They're
Yeah.
pita garlic.
Ooh, yeah, it's delicious.
I have more
Nice.
in my bag.
Nice.
You like it, Peter, my friend?
So, Cappy, that's enough of horse talk for today.
Yeah, we're done.
Mason and I just lost. I'll tell this in 30 seconds. Mason and I bought 5% of a racehorse once, and all we got was bills.
Yeah,
dental
bills.
transport bills, horseshoe bills. We won our first race, and then after that it was all bad.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, I'm hoping to win tomorrow though. Opening day, winning on opening day is a
All
big
right,
deal.
go Pyeongchang.
Yeah, man, third race tomorrow.
Nice. Now, you going to do a lot of that today, Sedano, on the show?
Absolutely
yeah,
not.
Sedano's going to break it down.
Is this the extent
extent
of
of
horse
it.
talk?
No way,
We're done.
Sedano's going to handicap the race.
Why it's horse racing, wine. They kind of go together, don't they?
No,
they don't.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Actually, they do. I'm gonna get Sedano though down here this summer.
Doubt it.
No, come on, why not?
I mean, I'm pretty busy in the summer. I'm going to be
understand.
gone a lot.
I understand that. First of all, your kids would love it. I know your wife would love it.
I mean, how do you know my wife would love it?
Yeah,
Because
what do
I'm
you know
telling
about
you-
Kel?
Yeah.
What do you know about Kel that makes you think she's going to love it?
I'm going to tell you right now what I know about Kelly. You ready for this?
Yeah,
I'm going to
ready.
tell you right now.
I'm
Here
ready.
it goes.
I'm ready.
She likes a French rosé, not a California rosé.
She does.
Right.
We learned
She
that
likes
yesterday.
a
Yeah.
much drier rosé. Now, when
Yes.
somebody tells me they like a French dry rosé, I know they're going to love Del Mar, George Sedano. So how about that?
Why is that? Because they
Why?
serve French
Why? They
dry
serve-
rosé?
I don't know. You asked me for something. I made something up. I don't know. That's why.
That's kind of your whole act,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it really is just making it
It's
up.
just making stuff
sorta,
up for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like what you were doing earlier, Mace. I mean, you should appreciate this. You're like, so, George, does it have kind of an oaky sort of a cherry kind of a thing going on?
A pear.
A cherry note, a hint of pear.
I mean, you're just tap dancing. Come on.
So here's I took offense at something you said earlier this week, Cappy.
Sedano?
Oh, wow,
Something
offense.
that Sedano said?
Yeah, something you said.
Me?
Cappy.
Yeah.
Me?
So you and I sang the national anthem at the 710 All-Star game last Friday night.
True.
And we stood next to each other.
Indeed.
And your girlfriend, Rachel, said that you and I have approximately the same build.
Right, and you were offended by that.
I am offended by that. I think I am thinner than you are.
Well,
let's Cap. What's the last time you weighed yourself?
it's been a little while.
Been a minute?
You know what? As the young people like to say, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
In my case, about 2 minutes.
Yeah, you took bets on this, Ireland. I'm going to the Rams home opener at 195.
And what are you right now?
208.
13 pounds, huh?
Got some work. Got some work to do between now and the opener. We're
What's
6
today?
weeks
Today
away.
is
13
July
pounds, 6
21st.
weeks. You got to lose 2 pounds a week.
2 pounds a week, exactly.
That's not easy.
That's what I need. 2
That's
pounds a week.
hard.
I'm doing it. I'm going to look great for that.
I like
opener.
your attitude.
Yes.
wait,
You
You're
should go.
offended?
You should go with some meats and cheeses.
Yeah,
I'm going
there you
to
go.
Do like the keto.
on my way out the door.
Yeah.
So
You're offended that my girlfriend said that you and I are built similarly, and
I'm
also,
like, I look better than Cappy.
Well, that's just it. Is I was also offended. I was like,
he
making
I look better than
excuses.
Mace. That's what
Yeah,
he
right.
said.
Of course, 100%. I was like, Rachel, what are you talking about? I'm like, look at this guy. Look at me. Like, look at Mace. Look at me. She's like, no, you guys kind of look like you're built the same. I'm like, no, that's the jerseys making us look
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
it's jerseys made you look the same. Yeah. All right. Hey, coming up next, I think there's going to be a lot of horse talk.
No.
Del Mar
And by
opens
the way,
tomorrow.
No horse talk.
George, you got a lot of wine to drink.
No, I'm drinking the cake bread. The rest.
Yeah,
is
drink the
Drink it,
$100
George.
This
stuff.
is the best one.
Thank you, Mace.
The
The tw-
Coppola is the best
The
one.
$20 bottle is pretty
It's
good.
Coppola's good.
Yeah.
It's good, but I'm going to drink the cake bread.
He made The Godfather. He can certainly make wine.
Yeah,
Drink
absolutely.
the whole
Why
thing.
not?
I mean, Paul Newman makes salad dressing too.
It's true.
You know,
It's
there's
true.
that.
All right. Hey, we're back tomorrow at 1.
Nice.
The Dodgers played the Giants tonight. have that to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
So
I
that's
cannot even
that's
believe we
good.
didn't talk about the tortilla slapping thing, man.
Oh, that's true.
I loved that, dude. I was laughing my ass off.
John, you just couldn't hold your laughter, right? In that
Right.
scenario.
Me and Bergman went out because he couldn't stop his laughing,
Right.
but that was the hardest part for me.
Yeah.
Was not laughing.
Yeah. That's how, when I saw The Rock and Kevin Hart do it, that's how The Rock won, because Kevin Hart just laughed.
Just laughed,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, Bergman hit me so friggin' hard.
Now, was that your acting? You did like a method acting, so you could just
No.
It's
Now,
like when you hit a ball.
Is it still red at all? Or is it gone
a
away?
little tinge.
Yeah, no, he slapped me right across the ear. Literally, I felt a pop in my ear.
John, you should have asked Steve to remove his hat, number one. Mm-hmm. And number two, Mace, when
the
John
hat, yeah.
spit out all the water, did it get all over you?
Shut
Because
up.
you
I don't
looked like
even
you
think about
dove.
it. Don't want to think about it.
He spit all over you, didn't
Let
he?
me put it this way. I'm taking a shower when I get home.
Yeah, immediately.
which is rare.
Yeah, today. What, before you eat dinner in bed or no?
Before dinner in bed.
Okay.
Yeah, before dinner in bed. All right, coming up next week is Sedano and Cappy. We're back tomorrow at 1. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.